Lesson 13. So what I'm gonna do with all of you is to explain you the rest of the activities or tests or any other project that we have in this class in the next couple weeks that we have left. So you can see what is gonna happen. That's what I will do. So something that I was
Professor,
disabled.
may I tell something?
Just tell me.
I would say, instead of putting all the assignment, it's okay. We can do that. It's not that complicated, but can I get something, easy so we can finish it as soon as we can? There is a lot of assignment. We have to, take a time and read something and, do some, which is like, fruitful or something. Some you have to put some information to finish all the assignment.
Yes.
I mean,
So mm,
I'm just saying. We can do that. Whatever you can give us. We can do that. If you make something different, which is make us easy to do all the works. You know, we have to do the other three courses. We have a lot of work to do.
yes, because you have more courses, of course.
Yes,
Let
Professor.
me thank you so much, Abul, for your contribution.
Professor, there is reflection and assignment. I shouldn't say that, but there is so many things so you have to do. So we can do that. I believe that rest of people they can do that. But I'm just saying. If you make something which is easy for us, so we can get it done very soon. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Abul. Thank you. And I know this course was a little bit special in the terms of what you say. So taking this in consideration, that's why I didn't ask anything else. But I'm gonna show you what we have, and I made some modification to the class. So I'm gonna show you what I have, and we can make
Professor,
it work.
Professor, one more addition. So,
Yes.
pretty much everybody know that you are special for us. You make things easy for us. We all know that. You never make anything complicated. I'm just saying. If you do something better for us, which is, that'd be much appreciated.
Something better, right?
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Abul. Thank you, Abul. I appreciate what you say. What I like when you say something better. You can do better than this. Yes, I know. It's always a way to make it better. So you're right. You're right. But I think you like more the program, like activity 1 together, activity 2 together. Like we are doing the same in a small business class and in e-commerce. Like we are doing activity 1 together, 2 together, 3 together. So everybody's like going together, everything. So I think those courses are the most that they not complaining too much, but in this one I know is this one and other courses that are a little bit special. But don't worry. We are here. I'm here for you, and we're gonna make it work. Let me show you what I did, and then we keep working with that. And if we need to improve, make it better, um, we will make it better. So let me show you this. I am sharing my screen, yes. Okay, let me show you my screen real quick. This is this week 13. We are in the week 13. 2 weeks more, bye. Free like a bird in 2 weeks. So this is the week 13, regulation and ethical concerns. And what we have to do in this lesson is this, reflection. What is the reflection? Is what you learn in this last chapter, you write me a reflection, bye, and you are done. So when you click on the reflection activity 13, it's like a summary of what you learned, and that's it. And that's the assignment. I'm going to show you something else. This is the only activity for week 13. Nothing else. Remember, week 13 In the week that we are now, the activity 13 is just to write a reflection about what you learned until today. Let me go to the lesson 12, because I know last week we didn't have. Okay, so lesson week is the same, kind of the same program, kind of the same activity, okay? It's a lot of things here. Don't be scared. It's content for you. It's not that you have to do all of that. The only thing that we need to do is just the last one, activity 12. And that's it. All the other question, and you see everybody that did it right. So see this here, discussion, explain geocoding, customer cluster. I didn't want to show your grades, but I don't have a choice now. So explain geocoding, customer cluster. So asking you definition of these 4 topics. Bye. Some of you did it, and you see that everybody that did it right. So I'm not doing anything else. In this activity 12, I'm going backward now. So 11. Now we are in 11. I'm going again backward. Here in the top, you have your lesson recorded like we did last in the week 11. And when you click on activity 11, it's something I will do later with you for the ones that, like Annie asked me for that, so I'm going to take care of her. And the ones that need to go back, activity 11, we're going to do it together. Bye. And that's it. Almost everybody did it, so you don't need to meet. It was activity we did in the class, multiple choice. So that's it. Let me click on this. Everybody that did it, you see, it's perfect because it was just images. But you did that. Don't worry about that. I'm talking because, and I put retakes. It's so simple. We're going to do it later. I mean, with the ones that have to complete this, okay? Again, let me go back. 11 is the activity with the images that we did together. So if you did it, don't think about that. 12 is the definition of the concepts that some of you sent it. If you did it, don't think about that. In the week 13 is the summary of what you learned, and don't think about that if you did it. If you haven't completed, you can do it right now with me because it's not difficult. But if you want me time, take your time. Remember, April 21st, the system closed. And that's why I want that we do it faster so you don't have to deal with this. Week 15, final exam. What is that? What we have to do here? Click on the final exam, and actually it's empty. It's supposed to have something because I saw something. I think I did something. It's nothing there. You see? Nothing there. You can see something. I was thinking that it was something, or for some reason it's not there. Maybe I deleted something I did. Somebody wanna come to the meeting, but I'm not able to come back now. I'm back. Meet. Isha is here. So you see, if you click in the final exam, you can make me this favor and click on that and tell me what you see. If you don't see anything, don't do anything.
Professor, in our system, there is no showing any final exam.
Nothing. You are free. You don't have to do nothing.
You're the great professor.
That was the surprise. Look at Nadia. Look at Nadia. What did you say, Chatumay? Look at her. She's so happy. Nadia is so happy. But my plan was to put you like 10 true or false, so we do it together, but something happened that is not there, and I don't want to put you more stuff already because you have to do 11, 12, and 13, and 14. So that's it. No more work. 14, let me make sure because I don't remember what I say when we mentioned the 14. Let me go. Don't worry, if you don't see, Mohammed tell me he don't see anything. so he's free of this. Okay, so in the week 14, let me see what it says. Don't worry because we're gonna be together on this, okay? In the week 14, it says final exam again, okay. So in the week 14, that's when we have this to do. I'm gonna show you the final exam. It's nothing, it's so easy because I modify. So the final exam is on the activity 14. It's on the lesson 14. And what you see is true, false, and we're going to do it together. 11 question, true, false. We can do it now too if you want. So you get away of this. But that's it. Nothing else to, it's not too much. Let's say.
Yes, Velka, let's do it now.
This is Alma's. This is Alma's.
Yes. Because I couldn't find it. Otherwise, I would have done it before.
I don't need to look. I know it's you. Yes, thank you. So we're gonna take care of this part so you get away and no panic because I feel the stress in the computer. I feel so. But remember, activity 11. If you did it with me, don't worry. It was the activity with the picture. Everybody did right. 12. It's answer 4 questions. Some of you did it and you got everything. 13, it is a reflection of what you learned. And if you did it, don't worry about that. And the 14, which is our final activity, final exam, whatever name you want to put it, we're going to do it together. And it's 11 true or false. I show you right now in the screen. Once you're done, bye. I have a job to do because in all your courses, some of you are with me in many courses and you see columns of participation, contribution, all of these columns. I have to give you your points. So you will have it.
Velka?
Yes, Almas.
Velka, in week 14, you said there is final exam, right? But it will be available only after 10th of April to us.
Oh, don't worry.
Can you remove that? Yeah.
Look at her. She don't play. Can you remove it? Yes. What else you want, people? What else you want? You're the best people around the world. Yes, I'm going to fix that. I usually open the activities all the semester. That's what I usually do. Have it open every day. So what else? What else we have? So everybody knows what we have to do. Everybody have an idea, at least an idea. And we are recording, so we can see this later if you need, but it's not too the end of the world. It's simple. It's simple. Okay, so let's go with some. I'm going to show you something first, real quick. I'm going window by window. I'm going to do this with you now. Let me fix it but we're going to do something first and then we are going here, okay? Just give me 1 second. This time. Retakes, I'm going to put 2 because we're going to do this in a few minutes. And availability, it's available today. I don't know. Available from, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. So here, what else I need to modify? Maybe, yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's all. I did everything. Yeah, I think this is. That's all. So it's ready for us to go to take. It's ready for us. So in a few minutes, I will ask to all of you open activity in activity lesson 14. In the lesson 14, I will ask you in a few minutes so we can do it together. Okay. In the one is called final exam.
So have you posted the final exam yet? Because
it's there. We're gonna do it together now.
But I don't see it in my properly.
In the lesson 14, you can find.
Mine's not showing either, Professor, in lesson 14.
It's not there.
You have to open
Let me
that.
see.
That
Yeah,
is what I told you. You have to open that. It's showing
now
after
you
10th
wanna see.
April.
Now you're gonna see it. Now you're gonna see it. Now it's gonna be open. You will
I
see.
saw it now. I see it now.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it now together. I wanted to explain you some concepts before we do that, but anyway, I'm gonna modify everything that I wanted to do. Let's do this now. So yeah, I will explain you later. So let's go. Everybody's ready to do it with me. 14. Lesson 14.
Yes.
Velka, if you want to
Yes.
do it next
Not
week, we
yet.
are okay with that.
Yes.
Teacher,
Well,
for me, I don't have a activity 14 in the public.
you don't have something that is final exam. It's in lesson 14.
No, I don't have.
Okay, let's go.
Atualiza a sua página, Tati.
Já
Exactly.
atualizei.
Vai no lição, vai no lição.
Analizamos, exacto. You go to the week 14, and you will find it in the lesson 14, week 14. If you go lesson, week 14, lesson 14, final exam, you open, ta-da, and you click on take test. And it's there. Yes, no? See?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. Everybody have it. So let's do it together. It's easy. And you have retakes open, so you can try 300 times. It's true and false. It's 11 questions true or false. You want something more easy? Impossible. Okay, so let's do it. Successful database number 1, but you're gonna answer everything and read because you have to do something, people. I'm gonna take notes of your names and your participations and everything. Okay, somebody wanna help me? Number 1, final exam is available in lesson 14. Open together because we're gonna do it right now.
I can read the first one.
Yes, please. This is Annie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Successful database marketing emphasizes two things: identifying customers and producing sales is gonna be true.
Wow, right away, Annie. Okay, thank you so much. Annie, give us the answer. Okay, let's go with the number 2. While database marketing. Somebody wanna help me?
I can do it, Professor.
I hear 2 boys. So the first boy I hear, I don't know who was, can help me. And the second voice I hear with the number 3, please.
Okay. Head, Caroline.
Okay.
While database marketing can be used for selling products, the primary benefit is the enhancement of customer loyalty. I would say that sounds true, but I don't know if that's the primary benefit.
I guess it's false.
I think it is false.
You think it's false?
Professor, I feel it's true.
You think it's true? Okay, don't worry. We're gonna make it work. This. So I hear more voices saying false. So I'm not seeing the screen. I'm not seeing even your name. So I don't know who was. But I hear more voices saying false.
Can I, teacher?
Please.
Successful database marketing requires a quality data warehouse. Is true?
That was Deborah.
No, it's Roberta.
Thank you, Roberta. Sorry, forgive me. Okay, Roberta. Let's go with the number 4.
The data warehouse holds all customer data. I think it's true.
That was Annie's voice. Thank you, Annie. Okay, let's go with the number 5.
A market database follows account roles. I think it's true.
Oh. That was
False.
Richard. Who was talking? Richard.
Yes, teacher.
And another voice, I hear another people.
Kushbu. I said false.
Thank you, Kuz.
Well, Kevin, I feel it's false. A marketing database follows accounting rules.
I agree.
A
Can I
marketing
read the sixth
Yes.
one?
Yes, let's go with the 6.
Information.
Professor.
Yes.
Hi, good evening. It's Flavia.
Flavia, we are doing lesson 14,
Yeah,
final
14.
exam.
Okay, 14. Okay, Professor, thank you.
It's in the lesson 14 final exam. That's the name. It's 11 true false by. That's it. Okay, so let's go to the 6.
Information about current customers, former customers, and prospects is contained within a firm's operational database.
That was Alma's.
Yes, I feel it's false. I feel it's false.
Okay, thank you, Almas.
Professor, sorry, is the very last one?
Yes,
Assignments?
very last one. Very
Okay,
last
thank you.
one. Final exam, if you find it in the lesson 14, week 14. Don't worry, if you missed it, don't worry, because once we're done and they are free, we can go back. Don't worry. So lesson 7, question 7.
Can I?
Yes, who's there?
Isha.
Thank you, Isha. My favorite singer.
Yeah.
Go.
A data warehouse contains customer information such as customer email addresses, purchase and communication histories, and personal preference profiles. I guess it's true.
Thank you, Maisha. Thank you so much. Okay, number 8, mailing address, somebody. Flavia, you are there.
Yes, Professor, I can try.
But no, let me ask you. You are in the what you are looking for because
Yeah.
Okay.
You are on number 8 now, and I correct.
Yes, you are okay. Okay, that's what I was making sure.
Okay, thank you, Professor.
No, welcome. So number 8, somebody wanna help me?
Can I?
Can I try, teacher?
Yes, I
Oh,
hear
sorry.
voices. Sorry.
Sorry.
Who was there? Who is
Hi,
there?
Tatiana. I don't know the
Sorry.
people.
Forgive me. Okay, let's read. Let's read the number 8 and we are almost done.
Okay. Mailing address of individual in the database should be updated at least once every 2 years and more often if they are used for frequent contact. For me is false.
Thank you so much, Tatiana, for answering. Let's go with the 8.
Professor, can I?
9. Can I read? It's Roberta.
Yes, please. Number 8.
9.
9.
9.
Number 8 is
false.
True?
Is false.
False.
Okay, thank you. That was Chotobai.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank
9.
you. Okay, 9, sorry.
The internet and email provide excellent, cost-effective channels of communication to build long-term relationships with customers. I don't know it.
For me it's true,
True.
teacher.
It's true.
True.
Araceli.
Yeah.
Araceli, Tatiana. Okay.
Who read is Roberta, Professor.
Roberta, sorry.
Professor, can I do number 10?
Yes, this is Caroline voice.
Yes.
Thank you, Caroline. Number 10.
While it is important for a database to record every transaction with a customer, recording of interactions that are unrelated to a purchase are not necessary. I think it is false.
Thank you, Caroline.
Yes, I agree.
Everybody's agree with Caroline.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you. So let's go.
Débora
Somebody-
Noronha.
Exactly. I don't want to say much. So let's go with the. I'm lost with all of this window. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's keep going with the 11 and we are done, people.
Professor, can I read the 11th?
Yes, who is there?
Almas.
Thank you, Almas.
Customer service representatives can use an individual's lifetime value to determine how to interact with a customer. True.
Alma say us is true. Customer service representative can use individual lifetime value. Okay, so let's
Can I change the first one to false?
Oh my goodness, I'm opening stuff. I have some cheaters that didn't send it yet.
Okay,
cheaters. Okay, the first one was false. Somebody want to say something?
No, yeah, Professor. I just want to check because I arrived late, but now you're coming back.
Yes, I opened everything. You know why? Because I was not planning to do this now. This is improvising. My plan was a little different today, but we are doing this now. And if we need it, we will repeat it because it's the final activity. So we still have a lot of days. But yeah, the first one was false. Successful database marketing emphasized two things: identifying customer and producing sales. Why this is false? While database marketing can be used for selling products, the primary benefit is the enhancement of customer loyalty. Logical, true. And then the number 3, successful database marketing requires quality data warehouse. We mentioned that when we were doing this activity with the images that we spoke about, Oracle, everything. It was true. And the data warehouse hold all customer data. It was true too. So, but I don't know which number is that. So remember what it says. Thank you. So marketing database follows accounting rules. I remember when you say that, Alma say us is false and it is logical, you see, because accounting is related another discipline, right? So let's go to the next one. Information about current customer, former customer, and prospect is contained with a firm's operational database. Why is not this exactly like that? Because operational database. Remember that we are speaking about customer relationship management, and here is talking about operational, which involves different information. When you see operation, think about the process that we take care to deliver the product or the service to the customer. For example, logistics, transportation, etc. Data warehouse contain customer information such as customer email address, purchase, communication stories, and personal preference profile. True. Almost done. Mailing address of individual in a database should be updated at least once every 2 years and more often if they are used for frequent contacts. It's saying false, and you see it's saying at least once every 2 years. I mean, in the changing society, the changing world that we have right now, we cannot afford to have an old database with 2 years old, of course, right? So in the next one, the internet and email provide excellent, cost-effective channel of communication to build long-term relationship with customer. True. And almost done here. Everybody did right in the last questions. While it's important for a database to record every transaction with a customer, recording of interaction that are unrelated to a purchase are not necessary. That was false, because you read what it says, that are unrelated to a purchase are not necessary. And remember here, we are specific talking about the database that involves information about our customer, their profile, etc. And so information about purchase and their preference will be important. So customer service represent the last one, the last question, okay? It was true, and you said it, all of you said it right. Customer service representative can use an individual's lifetime value to determine how interact with a customer. What that means? Okay, analyzing how the customer behaves, how the customer provide support to the business, we can understand the behavior of the new customer with a profile that is similar to the customer that we serve, and we can detect in the life stage of the customer their behavior. That's what that means. So in conclusion, what that means is as soon as we collect data of our customer, we can understand or predict or have some information about a new customer. That's what that means in general. So yes, so everybody did this. Everybody submitted, so you get away of this and you don't have to worry. I'm just checking again. I'm showing in the screen because I want to make sure there is no confusion. But the only one that I see was a little bit confusing was the first and the second, because it's saying emphasize in two things, identifying customer and producing sales. So it's saying two things. That's the reason why we have kind of a confusion here. And in the second, while database marketing can be used for selling product, the primary benefit is enhancement customer loyalty. It was true, but everybody did right, I think. Some people put false. But remember, here, it can be confusing, but remember, we are talking about customer database. So that's the reason why. I want to make sure everybody completed this one. Everybody did it. Well, I can tell with the system here, I can show if my community sent it. Yes, you are sending. Not everybody. I have 19 attempts. I think I will need more attempts to make sure everybody send it. Some of you haven't sent it yet. Just 19 attempts. But anyway, now you know. So no excuse to not do it. And I already explained you how is the activity 11, 12, 13, and 14. We did it together, which is the final exam. 11 questions, so easy. True and false. You done. So what else? Comments that you have? Complaint, situation.
Professor, I'm sorry. Let me ask you something. Did you complete assignment 11 this week or last week?
We did it. Yeah, we did it in the week 11. Yes,
Okay.
and I record everything. But today I'm gonna go back and we're gonna do this too.
Okay.
Yes. So this is one of my favorites because it's with a lot of picture. So yes, we're gonna do 11. 12 is just answering question, and 13 is a reflection. Like
I saw just a missing 10, 11. I don't know why. What's happened, but I'm gonna check. Yeah.
And that's it. And we don't have nothing else to do. Just 12, 11, 12, 13, and 14.
And you post on dashboard the class.
Yes, the class we recorded, and all the classes are in lesson. Every lesson have the class. The first classes I didn't record it, but once I start to record, every class have
but under the lessons, not in dashboard.
Yes, in lesson and dashboard. In lesson and dashboard.
Okay.
Everything, yeah. You will see in dashboard. It's easy to see in dashboard.
Okay.
It's there. It's in both. It's in two parts. I always put lesson, dashboard, lesson, in everywhere. So you don't miss.
Professor, this is MD Almamun. Sorry for disturbing you. I did the exam. Can I leave the class? It's the time.
You are the best. Look at you, so humble. Can I leave? You need to do something, do it. You're free.
Okay, thank you, Professor. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Look at my people. They are special. You see, they are special. Okay, let's go with the next things. The next. Okay, I'm gonna click on lesson now, and something. Nobody wants have anything for me. So yes, I already explained this part, so we don't have to. I'm supposed to have this book open. I just don't know why I didn't. Somebody wanna say something? Nothing. No comments. I just wanna, before I go to this part, what we're gonna explain help you to do the reflection, because the reflection is about what we learned in this course, in this last lesson. So here what you will see is the regulation in the governmental agencies. So, okay, let's go back.
Fala para ir na configuração do computador.
Exactamente. I understand everything. So what this information that I'm gonna give you right now help you to do your reflection in case you need to do the reflection number 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, reflection 13 with several concepts that we learned until now. So here in this lesson, in the lesson 14, what you will see is that some advertisements are regulated by the government. So you cannot say whatever you want. So here, for example, I have apple juice in this cup and I put water because I mix it with water, right? But if I say to my customer that I'm using 10% natural apples, organic, and it's detected that I'm not using 10% organic apples and it's just an apple flavor that is a powder, right? But in my packaging, I'm saying I'm using organic 10% apples, etc. So those kind of information that we provide to our customers are regulated. That's what that means. So what in general, the summary of this chapter is everything you say can become against you if you are not able to prove that you provide a product or service that is guaranteed or that is real, what you are saying in the advertising. That's it. That's in general this chapter. So what you will see, for example, we can be sued as marketers. We can have, let's say in simple words, trouble because if we are not honest in our communication. If you have stories that you want to share, some things that happened to you in the past with advertising, you can say. So here you will see different actions that the companies do. For example, the puffery. What is puffery? Exaggerating about certain service or product. For example, the less amount of interest in the market when we know it's not true. Okay, so the companies, you and me, we have to be aware of this because if we don't use this in our favor or we use it wrong, let's say it better, if we use it, the advertising wrong, we can impact negatively us as individuals, as professionals, and also the image of the brands that you represent, okay? So something important to tell you, because you will be responsible of many things or now or in the future. So you have a whole population in your hand depending what you say. And for example, here you will see another word that is called substantiation. So let me put it bigger so you can see what I'm talking and it's better to understand. Here, this is the word substantiation, right? Now I made a mistake here. Okay, I'm back. Okay, that's what I was showing you. The word substantiation. What is that? So some advertisements need to be proved. That need to be proved that it's right. That's what that means. Again, for example, if I am in the trading of water, what about if my water is not treated correctly? If I'm saying that the water is from certain place or it's good for the babies, or for example, and it's causing damage to certain population. You know what I mean? So it's important what we communicate. That's in general. So that's why we have different, organizations that take care of this part. For example, you can find the impact of the lawyers. Legal area can be part of this. For example, a company suing another company or customers suing organizations because they didn't receive the treatment or something happened that they had a situation. I don't know if you hear or know about, for example, some medicines that some customers were affected, they made claims, all of this kind of process. That's what it's explaining here, okay? So you will see here more information about the Federal Trade Commission. That's another what I was looking in my head. Federal Trade Commission, institution that take care of this kind of claims, kind of process in advertising. Federal Trade Commission. Something that is important that you know. So we have also National Advertising Division that handles complaints about advertising. You see on the screen here some complaints about makeup or lashes, products like that have been affected for that reason. Because in this case, in the case of the beauty products, they state that they were putting fake additives to the model and they were selling that the lashes were so effective, but what happened at the end, it was not true. It was fake representation. Have you seen when you have a cornflakes in your hand, cornflake box, it say enlarge it to show texture because they put it so big in the package. And when you see the original product, sometimes doesn't look exactly as what you expect. So that's all part of the process, the situations, the results that you can have when we don't provide correct information to our customer. Have you had stories like that or products that you were thinking that they were certain way and when you have it, you receive something very different? Do you have scary stories, funny stories about that? Tell me. I know you have. I know you have. We all have. We all have. So here you are seeing on the screen another picture of Better Business Bureau that provides to different reports about different business. And all of you and me, we use a lot Google as a reference. So for example, if you look Reformed University in Google, you will see the reviews of Reformed. You will see nice comments and you will see maybe another comments that are not, usually Reformed doesn't have too much, it have around 27 reviews if I'm using my memory, and most of them are okay. So it's something good to have a reference. And every time you go to a business, I don't know if you can tell me what you think if you look the reference in Google, because right now with the technology, it's very easy to detect the quality of the product or service based on the comments also. But remember, not only the comments, we also have organizations in charge to make sure that the advertising that we provide it's real. How they can know if we advertise something that is not real? One is the customer. Second, if somebody puts, let's say sue to us as marketers, as administrators. So that's why we keep with this communication to you, because you will have several things in your charge. Right? So here you will see, yes.
I don't know here in the United States, how does it work? I don't know if you can explain to us, because in Brazil we have a specific law for consumers, and sometimes when we make some advertisements that can make a double understanding for the customers, the company could be sued. Actually, we have an example as a huge company. It's not the same, but I'm gonna example this company to better understand. Like Best Buy in Brazil, we have Casas Bahia. Is not the same, but almost. And many years ago, I think it's 15, 20 years ago, they have merchandising on TV that they tell to the people. They call, do you want to pay how much? This is the call. How much do you want to pay? How much do you want to pay for something? And one lawyer one day entered into the one store and told that she wants, like, I want to pay $2 for this oven. And, actually the manager told, hey, man, you can buy this oven for example, $2. And this lawyer sue Casas Bahia, and she win because she was the strategy of the merchandising is giving the understanding for the customers that they can buy everything for how much they want. And sometimes that's, I don't know here in the United States how does it works, because he is very aggressive. I think the marketing here is very aggressive.
It's very aggressive, you're right.
Yeah. And sometimes we receive some advertisements, and when we go to stores, it's something that's completely different. I don't know how does it works here, because in Brazil, many companies suffer with this problem. And usually marketing people who works in marketing should be paid too much attention when they are creating an advertisement. Usually we need to send to the lawyers for the lawyers, check and see if everything's okay, because we can be in a huge trouble and sometimes because some advertisements.
Yes, I understand what you say. And here in this country, they have regulations like you mentioned. Like in Brazil, they have regulation here. They have the Federal Trade Commission here. That is the organization that manages all of these complaints with business, right? And the lawyers do the same process. They can submit a claim, sue companies because they malpractice in certain areas. So here, the private sector lawyers in specific, they have this commitment. So the other companies, for example, they can go and sue other company because that, and the customer usually in the practice can go directly to the business and claim for the things they want to claim. For example, you promised me it's gonna be like that, and they usually take care of the complaints of the customer. So here they have a responsiveness. They try to have responsiveness because they know they can be sued by companies, by the lawyers, especially companies that have high level of budget, for example, Walmart, or for example, any other big corporation that they know they can obtain higher amounts because they have here many business. They have many business, and it's very easy to create an organization. A business is very easy. Actually, it's not difficult at all. So usually the attention is more to the bigger corporation where the lawyers can obtain usually higher amount of quantities because when they sue them. So it's not different, the process, like you have overseas than here. They usually have the lawyers that can sue companies and the Federal Trade Commission. Here you see on the screen the Children's Advertising Review Unit that monitor the advertising for the children, and there are certain organizations specialized in certain areas. For example, in the money banks, let's say this way, or in the retail, etc. So yes, here it's a huge thing. And I don't know if you saw, for example, it's not about advertising this one, but accidents in the companies. It's something very common that people that have accidents in, let's say, Walmart, for example, or any other brand, and they can sue these companies for malpractice because they hurt themselves, etc., etc. It's something common to see. A lot of lawyers dedicated on this in recovering money for the population. So all of us, you and me, we all can participate on this system as soon as we detect there is something that is not working properly for us. Usually our culture is more like we are less aggressive on that, let's say this way. Somebody want to say something? Yes?
Teacher, can I leave? Because my fasting time is near.
It's okay. We almost done. You can leave. It's okay. So
thank you so much.
It's okay. You're welcome. This is Farsan. I know your voice. So that's why, because all of this process that Flavia also was mentioned, that's why marketers, administrators, and all the laws have to be focused in manage the ethic, morals, things that tell us what to do if it's right or wrong. Something important to think about because at the end, you and me, as in part of this business model, we have a big responsibility in our hands. So we have to put also our mind to work in what things we can do and what not. Sometimes we don't know exactly because even if we are not involved with 10% with the culture, but that's good that we are speaking all of this here because here is regulated too, like in our countries that we find there are organizations that monitors here the same. In another proportion because they have several business, several sizes, maybe different ways to create it, but yes, here is possible to control the way that we communicate with the customer. So just pay attention to that. What you are seeing on the screen is the stereotype because in the advertising, we also can put roles to certain gender or certain groups or just to try to avoid the stereotype. That's in general what it says here. You know that there are some offensive phrases or offensive comments or things that can be taken wrong if we don't manage properly. That's the reason why. So advertising to children, another aspect to have in mind, how we conduct this part with the children. Another aspect talking about children, and you will see on the chapter, is the toys, how the toys work. And this is another aspect that is regulated by the organization that I was mentioning here, the Children Advertising Review. Because if you announce a toy that, let's say, something that fly and the children see a special effect and the toy doesn't work like that, so those are things that this group here, Children Advertising Review, are taking in care, the advertising for children. So all of this is regulated, people, here too. Okay, it's good, something good to have in mind. For the professional service, another aspect to think about, attorneys, doctors, physicians who advertise have been also monitored for the institution regulation here in this country. So things to have in mind, because here the private sector, when I say private sector, I'm talking about the lawyers specialized on this trade area. They will be so happy to help you if you find out there is a case with some company that promise you the lowest interest, and then at the end you have false information. So now we have a problem, and it can be affected the company. So here, what is that? Ambush marketing, what you see on the screen, is when a brand wants to take advantage of an event and they are not part of the event already. It can be right, but also it can be wrong. It can be harmful for the brand. For example, let's say there is a concert close to my house, and I stop in the concert and I start to give flyer, or I put a table and I start to provide workshop to the children, and I start to give my flyer. This is taking advantage of the event ambush marketing, even if I'm not part of the event, but I just put my table and I did the job. So I took advantage of this group. But what about if I don't know, I go to the concert and I start to glue papers in the billboards about my shop. I don't know, I'm just creating an example. So now I'm not a sponsor of the event, but I'm kind of violating the rules of the concert. Ambush marketing. So when you take advantage of certain activities, but you are not part of the activity. That's what that means in general. And still, marketing is something that we study already, but it's, here in the example, you see the lady and the gentleman talking because she is using her phone, and it's like using her phone as an advertising. Trying to communicate with the gentleman, but at the end is a job. She's doing advertising of certain products or service. So the customer see that she's using them, but she's not promoting them open. It's just still marketing. It's called like that. It's nothing illegal. It's not that it's illegal. No, it's a practice. It's just a practice. So some things that we see here can be right, or some of the things that we are seeing can be a case in the law. That's what I mean. So here what you see, all the things that impact in the advertising, for example, the several laws, regulations. So you can see law offers guidelines regarding right and wrong, as well what is acceptable or what is not in some areas, in some geographic area. That's what that means. Religion is another aspect, very delicate, because it's their own belief of, like us here, we have different, we are born in everywhere, so we will be grown with different religions, which is okay, right? As long as we respect all of that and you respect your customer when you are in charge of your advertising the same. Okay, so that's why we have also codes of ethics. What is that? Following certain rules in order to develop the advertising for your clients. And there are, like Flavia also mentioned us, she said, some consultants, lawyers that verify the purpose of the advertising. Here the same, ethic consulting system. And you will see people specialize on this matter, especially for corporations that have budget and they need to be take care of that. It's not like they can do whatever they want. They have to follow certain regulation, and that's in general. This chapter, there is more information because there is the other chapter. So yeah, the time is keep running, and I want to take care of the activity 11, but this chapter is short, so I'm just gonna give you a comment. But remember that every single effort that you do in your advertising, it can be accountable. It can be accountable. What is that? That you can measure the results of your effort. For example, how I can do it? If you make a promotion, you can see how many customers use this code. If we are talking about a code, a QR code, the customer, who use it, you know that you can create your QR codes using the technology. If not, we can make a little practice on that. WhatsApp lets you to create, Instagram lets you, Facebook lets you, so you can create your QR codes. Anyway, but every time the customer use or respond to the effort that you make as marketing professional, you can measure that with statistics. That's what it's saying here. The coupons, we can evaluate the message. How I can evaluate a message? Many ways. Research, using quantitative research, putting your customer together in a focus group. Bianca, but this is all school. Yes, it's all school, but still being used. We also have the neuroscience. Neuroscience, what is that? Using how the brain behave and studying the reaction of your customer using the technology. For example, you can study where they are pointing the eyes, the mouse, where it's going, what they are looking, in simple words, what they are looking when they are looking your advertising, when they are observing the web, when they are observing the computer, the phones, etc. We can measure that with the neuroscience. But you will ask me, but how we can do it? Technology. Those are not things that are, we need to have certain equipment to do this. Of course, that today you are being monitored because every single thing that you look in the internet, every single thing that you pay attention, of course, the algorithm detect, right? Detect what you are looking for. But now when we are speaking about neuroscience, a special additament is needed. For example, you need to put certain things to the customer, like connect. It's kind of an investment. It's kind of investment that there are companies specialized on that too. Actually, and it's something that you can go deep and you can have your own business projects, testing advertising and obtaining results of the advertising of your clients. That's what we are seeing here on the screen, the copy testing. What is that? See how effective is the message. See how effective is the message. That's it. How we can know this? Asking to the customer, having research, doing research. Okay, that's what that means. So here what you are seeing, all this information about that. Biometric research, the same that I was explaining, involves measuring philosophical logical reaction to advertising and marketing message. how the customer react. Look at the gentleman with the computer. It's paying attention at what he's doing, what he's looking, things like that. So that's the tool of the cognitive neuroscience. You see on the screen here, this advertising is a result of the cognitive neuroscience. What is that? The behavior of the human mind, understanding the human mind. That's why we need neuroscience. That's why research changed drastically, because now we are using technology instead of what the customer say, because the customer can tell you, oh, this message, I like it, I understand, but when you see, they are looking something else. So the message is not being effective, for example. Okay, that's what it's telling you. All the ways that we can measure the quality of the message. Sometimes when you have a budget that you have to invest in advertising, you need to try it, because you are spending a lot of millions. So we have to spend some millions in the testing. How we can do it? We use companies, for example, we can use companies that specialize on research. I have been in research for advertising, and it's nothing impossible that you cannot do. We just need an office, and this office is prepared to study the customer. You make a meeting with the client. The rooms are made in a special way that you can observe your clients, but they don't look at you because it's prepared like this, right? So I don't know if you have been in this kind of offices like that, but there are actually, you can rent those spaces and make your own research there. AC Nielsen is a company that is very popular that do this kind of research. And also I saw places that you can rent and create your own groups and study your campaigns. Show your campaign to the customer and see what they say with computers or with the visuals that you need. All of these kind of things. In neuroscience, the same in the lab with the computers and this neuroscience hat. They have all of this. It's an investment, but it's possible. Okay, just to let you know, right? So here, what you see on the screen, I know it's getting okay, but I'm almost done with this part. And how we measure the efficiency of the campaigns. At the end, how we can measure with the sales that we do, how much money we sell. That's what is going to tell you how effective the campaign was. And in general, that's it. Evaluation of the behavior, another aspect to think. The sales, for me, I think is one of the most important ways. Sales is always the best tool that we need, because it's what is going to show you the results, right? So once I'm done with this, that's it. I tried to make it the best way possible. Let's go. I think I have to let go the people. Okay, let me get away of this, because now I'm trapped here in this screen and I cannot get out. Let me get out of this screen. Okay, and I'm gonna, I know my people are in the situation here. Let me take the attendance before I'm going to do the activity 11. Okay? I'm going to do the activity 11 with the ones that need to do it. And I'm going to take the attendance real quick here for the ones that need to leave. Okay? So my first on my list is Almas, Araceli, Carolini, Deborah. I also have Flavia, Isha, Kuz is here. Chotubai Makani is here.
Yes, ma'am.
Metal Mamun is here. Nadia, Luisa. I know everybody's in stress. It's tired, I know. Okay, so Nadia Luisa Nafisha. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Annie. Annie's here. I'm gonna let you go in 1 second. So Patricia, also Richard, Roberta Aparecida is on my list. Thank you. Roberta Bresan is here. Rosane Silva.
I'm here.
Tatiana, thank you. Thank you. Okay, the last one on my list is Tatiana. People, if you don't need me, you are free like a bird. I'm gonna go to activity 11 now again for the ones that need to go to the 11. If you need to leave, you are free because I'm gonna take care of my other people. Okay, so everybody's free. And my ones that are fasting, go and take care of the rest. Richard, I see you. What do you want to say?
Teacher, I have one question for you.
Tell me.
There are two tasks, reflection 3 and assignment activity 12. I don't have graded yet, but I want to know if you graded.
Yes, that means it's me that I have to grade it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm gonna check, but that means if you don't have grades, mean that I have to check.
Okay.
When you send it last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, last couple of days I haven't checked. I think I have like 5 days or more that I don't, something like that. So I'm gonna check for you, don't worry. This weekend, everybody will have grades. So let's go. If you don't need me, everybody's free. But I'm gonna go to activity 11 because Annie asked me for that, and I think Flavia also won this.
Professor.
Yes. So let's go to the 11. If you don't need me, people, everybody's free. I know this class was a little long. So activity 11. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do it. I like this one. So this class was with a lot of images. We spoke about different strategies to deal with information, how to engage with the customer. Annie, you still here or you leave me?
I'm still here.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
here, Professor.
Yes, thank you. So I'm gonna study this with you. It's difficult because I didn't explain you all the topics, but let's do it simple today. So yeah, the first one, we spoke about data meaning.
Yeah.
Because you can see the image. Actually, I'm gonna ask you because if I don't make you think, it does not worth it. So data meaning is the first one because you see this person here with a huge amount of binary data, 10, 10, 10. So yeah, that's what that means, the data meaning. Data meaning a lot, remember a huge amount of information. Because, for example, in this case, it's not a small business. It's imagine the information of a customer like Microsoft, Apple, Walmart. They have many vendors. They have many customers, online customer, retail customer. So they need help. They need help. It's not like a small business that actually, if I can tell you in my small business, I have all my customers. It's so easy for me to maintain all of them. So data meaning for different cases, right? So here in the screen, you see another image here. It's saying, receive our newsletter, subscribe. Your email here, subscribe. Somebody, and I remember that, Flavia, you showed me a book about that.
Yeah, permission marketing.
Yes, permission marketing of the founder of Yahoo. Somebody want to say something?
Teacher.
Everybody's free, remember. Yes.
Yes. About this one, I talked to you. I did this lesson. Can I leave?
Everybody's free. Yes, if you did that, everybody's free. I'm just here for the ones that need help. Yes.
Bye-bye.
Everybody's free like a bird.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
I'm recording, so don't worry. And yes, thank you, Chotobai Makani, my dear.
You're welcome.
The other image is about geocoding.
That was permission marketing.
No, Professor. I'm sorry. I did this.
You did this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Annie, you did this one.
Yes, I got the third. I just got the second one, number 7 and number 8 wrong.
Okay, so you wanna fix 7. Okay, let's go to
No. Actually, I need the other one, Professor. The others.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do real quick. This is quick. Okay, the next one is your coding, because you see all of this destination here. That means they got you. It doesn't matter if you hide yourself in a cave. Papa Zuckerberg will find you.
Okay.
So
is loyalty program.
The next one is loyalty program. So yes, number 5. You see, this image is not very good for this, but it's the direct response of direct marketing.
Okay.
Number 5 is direct marketing. So let's go with the one that Annie wanted. Number 6. This is the answer is there. We already did that.
Loyalty program.
Loyalty program, Annie. Yes. Loyalty program. I think maybe you confused because you say, I already put loyalty program. It's not again.
I have question for number 7 and number 8.
Okay, let's go. Number 7. I know this one is difficult. So let me do something quick. Don't worry. Here. So you see on the screen, survey responses, survey name. We make different survey, different agent, different names.
List.
The response list. Here you go. Exactly. This is a real life example of response list. So here, this picture is not one of my favorites, but it's showing an stimulus for the customer. The customer have a need, which is feeding. He wants food, right? So the carrots is the symbol of the need. So here it was, I forgot what we said.
The other one is relationship selling.
I think that was a stimulus response.
No, Professor. Stimulus is that one that have the carrot. I'm talking about the old man and the young man.
This one. So here, look at this image. It's saying, how are you? This image can be the example for
relationship selling.
Okay, so next one, number 10, real life example of something that is the image tell you everything. Contact summary, setup, report. CRM. This is CRM, real CRM. Customer relationship management, CRM. Next one, real life example, Traverse. Look at this. Contact, CRM dashboard, contact view, contact method, contacts, contact label. So it's giving you information and it's giving you data in terms of sales and everything. And the answer will be...
I'm doubt about direct response or customer relationship management.
It will be customer. This is a real system for CRM. Yes, it's because that day we explained like the lesson and then we went there. It was easy like that. Here is kind of hard. So okay, this picture can represent. We are in the number 12, and you see on the screen real life example data warehouse. Oracle, SQL, developer. This is data warehouse, like you say. Yes. I was looking the word. Okay, next one. This image can represent
market share.
Market share. Yes, thank you, Annie and Flavia. And the last one. This one is difficult.
I can't see, Professor. What is it?
You can see.
No, I can't.
The stimulus response.
Exactly, Annie. Yes, you did
Stimulus.
It. Why? Yes, because why? I'm going to explain you. This is an script for sale. All of us, we have been working with that in our life sometime, right? So this is all prepared. Depending what the customer will tell, depending the stimulus of the customer have, the sales script will say something. For example, I don't have money for that now. Okay, the sales script will usually is made for answer to the stimulus that the customer will give to us. So that's why we create the script. And this is an example how we can manage the customer response, stimulus response, sales approach. That's the answer for this. It's a method that I wanted to show you in the real life how we can handle the stimulus response with the script in the case of
I
selling.
think copywriting is a kind of stimulus response.
Copywriting.
Yeah.
Because it's well, we can use a copywriting as a stimulus response depending what the copywriting say, of course, based on the stimulus of the client. For example, well, you know what example I have now in my head? When you open a Coca-Cola, that this or a can, this sound, a stimulus that creates in the customer. We can, depending what you say, like in the copywriting, like you say, of course, all of that can be transformed to the stimulus response. Yeah, we had a nice class that day, but we recorded.
Professor, just one more question. The lesson
thank you so
10.
much.
Thank Annie, you did it. You are okay.
No, I'm okay. The lesson 10 is.
Let me ask something to Annie.
Yeah, I'm
Annie, you're okay now.
Thank you for helping.
You're welcome. Flavia, I'm with you. Tell me.
No, 10 is recorded on the assignment. Lesson 10. No, yeah, I don't know, Professor, why I don't have the activity 10 and 11.
Okay, yeah, we can do it. So 11 you send it, so you are done.
I already sent it.
Okay, so you are free.
Not complete. I don't know what happened.
Let's go with the 10. Let's go with 10. Lesson 10. Here, I record all of this. You see, it's there.
Professor.
Lesson 10. Let's see, complete activity 10. So
I think there is one form.
Yeah, I know what happened. Here we completed in this link. You see?
Okay.
We did it together. It's the same exercise. But here I create external link because I didn't like that. But okay, we're gonna do that. But first of all, click me on this on the thing that says yes.
Is this product placement?
Yeah, click on this and submit, and that's it. That's all I need.
Okay.
And
But I don't need to open the link.
I open the link with you here.
Okay.
So this image can be that was another funny one.
For me, product placement.
That was I'm using my memory now. That was guerrilla. That was guerrilla marketing.
Okay.
No, wait. Let me remember.
No, Professor. If I click yes and submit, it's okay for you, for me.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but let's do it quickly because the thing will tell you the answer. So this image can be the example for still marketing. You remember that the gentleman is using the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And he's showing her the camera. Oh, this camera is so nice. Look, all of these features, but he's working. He's doing still marketing. Okay. So the next one was, that was good. This image and link, this link I open in the class is the same for grassroots. Okay. That's the example for grassroots advertising. What is grassroots? It's an advertising that is not common, something not common. So in this, it have to be creative, innovative, something not common. For example, in this link, I don't know if you remember this campaign. If I explain you will remember. They were making a picture, FBI trained painter. I, for example, I say to the painter, okay, I know Flavia. She looks like that. I describe you to somebody. And then you describe yourself to the same painter. At the end, the two pictures that he will have one picture of yourself with your description and one picture of yourself with my description. And the picture of me, of my explanation is better than yours. That was a campaign for Dove, for the cream, because that everybody have to love themselves and stuff like that.
Okay.
It was so interesting. You can see the link later. Okay, this image can be the example for
product placement.
Product placement. When they put a product in the movie that the product is there, but nobody is there. It's just there. Right? And sometimes they use the product, right? It depends. This image can be the example for cinema ads in the movies. This image here is very special because it's an experience. The customer with all the gelatina, I don't know how to say that.
Experimental.
It's experiential marketing, just like based on an experience when you touch and play and do this kind of things. This image can be the example for buzz marketing, word of mouth, which is the same. This image here can be the example for video game advertising. It's in a video game and they have all of these brands. And this image here, you see the employee from Walmart, so proud, employer brand. And here, this image can be an example, it's a real life example for floor stands. And you know this because you have been in advertising. So floor stands that we can purchase if we need for our business. So here, this image can be the example for POP material in the store. You know,
floor stands.
Exactly. When you POP material because it's point of purchase material. This is not the floor stand is the thing that stand up like a person. This one is because the picture don't let you see, but it's like a house.
Okay.
Full of chocolate. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
okay, PDV. Point of purchase. Now
point of purchase, POP, yeah. Yes.
PDV.
So here you see this community with the Harley Davidson, etc. So this is called brand community. So they are engaged because they are fan of Harley Davidson. So that's
lifestyle marketing.
Yeah. Next one was the lifestyle. They are person that do sport.
And now it's floor standing.
And the next one is the billboard. This billboard that you see on the street, so big in my country.
Yeah, I don't know in English, Professor. I know everything that's in Portuguese.
Yeah, I call it valla. This for me is called valla or letrero.
Letreiro ou... Ai, Jesus, I forgot another name in English.
Yeah, for the big one, right?
Yeah.
Because letrero can be tiny for me too. And valla usually is these ones that are so big and they are in everywhere. In my country, they are in everywhere. It's contaminated.
Mine too. That's what my husband company do in Brazil. Exactly this billboard. And also, let me show you billboard, and we do lifestyle marketing. We usually do these shirts.
I'm going to stop recording.
Point of purchase.
You have all of these
and floor stands. We do all of this in Brazil.
Stop recording. I love it. Yes, that.